With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. And able to get this out to the 25. And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return.
Well, fingers crossed here. First quarter of a new season, already an injury. And while they attend to him, we'll step aside.
They'll start on the ground here on first down.
And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
They'll set up a throw.
This will be complete to Mechie.
And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. So no gain on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now.
He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. This is brought in at the 21. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
They'll check this one down to Pacheco.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Now you can exhale. The season is officially underway. Plenty of work done during the offseason, camp, and the preseason that led to that first throw of the year.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco.
Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40.
And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. From the 42-yard line, here's the 2nd and 9.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack.
Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack.
And that's a heck of a moment for your first sack of the game, because if this long drive ends without a touchdown because of that sack, we're going to look back and say that might be one of the biggest plays of this contest.
Throw left side, completion to Rice.
And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On play action, it's Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Throwing now is Mahomes.
No hesitations, they go right back to Kelsey.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
A gain of 7. First down, Kansas City.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes able to get away. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
No receivers open downfield, so instead of forcing the ball to the sideline, he's going to throw this one down to Fort Worth. He'd rather have the incompletion than the turnover.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes.
A quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And this is caught at the 8.
And the Chiefs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. It'll go as nearly a loss of 10 on 1st and goal, so a disaster there. It goes as a 9-yard loss on the sack. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field.
Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is 3rd and goal. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Tyler Boyd. A 1-yard touchdown reception.
And the Chiefs are on the board here first in the season opener. Groupie able to add the PAT.
And it's now a 7-0 game. That drive, a long one, spanning 15 plays.
And it's finished off by the touchdown from Tyler Boyd. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Petty now. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Open man, right side, it's Lamb. And he will have a Cowboys first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3-and-out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the first down.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Here's Patty.
A short one there, taken in by Ferguson. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. Boy, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Started the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Here's 2nd and 3.
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And he gets it down to the 32. 7 yards there and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Bush. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Throw left side, complete. That's Bush. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Cowboys are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Kansas City taking the field for their 2nd drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. That one caught by Rice. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now here's Mahomes. That'll be caught by Rice. And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Here's Mahomes to throw. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him. Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on 4th down. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. In motion left goes a tight end. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40.
Holding offense.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, incomplete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one covers 29 yards, first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Right back to him on first down. And a short gain here down to the 22. Nick Bolton there on the tackle. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in week one. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw here. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to clear.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. Now, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Mahomes throw complete there to Moore.
That'll give him 8 that time. And that'll bring up a second down in just a couple. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Over the middle, that's caught by Rice. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
He'll check this one down to Pacheco.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now Mahomes.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
Now it's Mahomes again. This is caught. It's Boyd. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. And his kick here is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. They'll throw now on the final play. Forced out to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And the half will begin with a touchback. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line can play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
They go play fake. Mahomes. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Micah Parsons now with his second sack here on opening night.
Mahomes going to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18.
And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured chief on the field. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Well, a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion, and more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the gun, he'll hand this.
And he loses the football a second time. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
Petty now. He finds his man complete. It's Bush. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's one of those where it feels like backyard football in a sense. You say forget about the route. Just run to the open spot in the middle of the field, and I'll find you. Good throw, good concentration on the catch, and they pick up the 1st down.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown! A big play there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut.
And the Cowboys have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. Aubrey good with a PAT.
And the lead is now 14-10. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. And now here comes Kansas City.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. Mahomes now on 1st down.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
2nd and 10.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Well, we made a big deal about catch number 1,000, as we should. Now he's at 1,001, so he's building towards 2,000, Charles.
I like your optimism, and I love your math. Let's go ahead and get the next 1,000, and he started on it already.
They'll try for the first with Pacheco.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco,
30 yards.
and the Chiefs have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. And the point after, good by Groupie.
And it's now 17-14.
Cowboys 14.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Cowboys about set to take over on offense.
Here's Patty. Escaping the pressure right.
That is caught by Lamb.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now a handoff running through the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground.
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 50 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a 1st down with his very next run.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Now back to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 25-yard line.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Steps away. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the 2nd half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
And the Chiefs D closes in on him again, and they drop him behind the line.
Bringing up 3rd and 12.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
I think that's a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. KC's offense ready to take over. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. He's to the 15. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Rashee Rice, 71 yards. And the Chiefs have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter. Here's Groupie for the PAT. And they will take a 7-point lead now. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. A fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board.
Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. On 2nd and 10. Petty, he finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy 1st down. A handoff left to Elliott.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield.
11 more on that one and another 1st down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Up the middle. Here's Elliott. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
Able to hit his target, Lamb.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
They'll try to run this one in. And he will take it in for a Cowboys score. Taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
What a start to the season this has been. Back and forth. All tied 4th quarter as the kick is away here. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
And the Chiefs now getting set to go.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco.
And nothing much materializing there in the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
He gets this one to Boyd. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Chiefs 1st down, 14 yards.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. A tie game in the 4th quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, we all know possessions are crucial in a tie game, and let's face it, I really didn't need to tell you that. You already knew it. So when he sees he's got nothing good going, an excellent decision to just send that one to the sideline.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. In that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
And again, it's Mahomes. And unable to connect on the long pass. He actually brings it in, but he was out of bounds, incomplete. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They run it with Pacheco from the gun.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
They'll run here with Pacheco.
Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down.
And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
Groupie for the extra point.
And they will take a 7-point lead now. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run.
And the fair catch taken. No time will come off the clock. And they will begin this critical drive at the 25-yard line.
So now the Cowboys down by 7. 57 seconds to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get him the completion.
The clock stopped. 50 seconds to play. 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
He's back to throw.
Open man downfield is Lamb. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Back to throw. And he is caught at the 7-yard line. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win. Obviously, the excitement level here is almost a fever pitch. Down one, is tempted to go for two. I say you go ahead and kick the extra point. You got the home crowd carried into overtime.
I'm with you. I do see some fans, though, holding up 2 fingers. Easy now.
Yeah, but they're not the ones who have to actually make that call, are they?
Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. They expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So now this to get them back to even heading into the break. And he has got it. So barring something crazy on the kickoff, we're looking at an extra period to decide this one.
So overtime on the horizon, barring a wild finish here as the kick's away. And it'll set him a good field position here as he gets this up past the 40-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Mahomes.
Here we go. This to avoid overtime. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball that gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So conditioning going to be a factor here. Who can hold up to the test? It's overtime here in week 1. And they will play it safe here and bring this one out to the 25.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over.
And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
Tyler Boyd, he's going to go. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Pacheco gets it up the gut.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
Micah Parsons
in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
They'll set up the screen to Pacheco.
And he will be marked down short of the 1st as they get to him at the 29. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
So here we go. A big spot now for Blake Groupie.
This to at least get them a lead here in overtime. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and they have regained the lead. They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field.
It's pretty simple now. They need a field goal out of this drive to extend overtime or obviously, Charles, a touchdown to win it.
Yeah, and I'm taking the defense's perspective on this one, partner, because now they know with a 3-point lead, they can afford to give that up because you just keep playing, right? The overtime gets extended. But if you give up the touchdown, it's game over. So on offense, every play you make, you got to try and get just a little bit more out of each one in order to try and get to the end zone because they're going to play everyone back, keep everything in front.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield.
And And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 93 yards rushing for him now as he is just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory. 2 minutes on the clock in overtime in a 3-point ball game. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, "I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along."
Elliott running right. And some room to maneuver. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. We often poke a little fun at running backs past the age of 30. Oh, they're getting old, they can't run anymore. Well, he's showing past the age of 30, you can still have some nice runs like that.
You certainly can, and I think that we're starting to expand our definition of old running back. Because it used to be as soon as they hit 30, we want to get rid of these guys and go to the younger guys. But now that the guys are taking such great care of themselves, as you pointed out, you can still get explosive runs at any age.
This 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. They've had some success here in overtime in this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there and available to them.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That last pass puts him over 300 yards now in the game. More importantly, though, big 1st down here in OT.
And the team around him has a lot of confidence now after picking up that 1st down. Everyone seems a little more energized. But did I hear you before the game call in and say, "This is my quarterback for your fantasy league"? Because he just gave you a good stat, didn't he?
He did, and I appreciate it. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. 2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now a timeout called for by the offense. That's their 2nd and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. They'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
And here's your ball game. Down 3 in overtime, but they're going for this thing on 4th down. Petty now. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Well, partner, the season officially underway.